Yasuo turned away from Leone's grave, his traveling pack tied securely by the blade of his sword. I will find them, brother. I will find who did it, and I will cut the truth from them. I swear it, on your sword and mine. Even as he spoke his oath, the wind around him seemed to pick up speed. It tugged at him, pulling at his clothes and his hair, as if urging him to begin his journey. Yasuo looked back at where his brother lay, the sword marking Yone's final resting place. Yasuo knew that so long as his name was sullied, he would never be able to return to this place. He felt the wind pull up at him again, but he relented, letting himself be led by the hands of the wind. He turned away from his brother's grave, looking instead to the rising sun. So it is, then. I will follow the wind. Yeah. Thoughts?
First blood.
That was cool. Nice. Snaps fingers. I mean, it's not a fucking poetry club. You gotta do it more. At some point we can have a time in the stream where you just sit down and read a book or something. Yeah, every key I'm just gonna read. I'm just gonna read like that, smile.
Been slain.
I don't know. I enjoy reading, and I'd be down to like read to you guys, put you guys to sleep, you know. I have two issues though. When I do read, two things happen. Once I start to yawn a lot after a certain point, and two, there are times where I don't read ahead enough, and like I'll forget English. I'll just forget how to read, I guess. I made the best decision to follow you. Much love, buddy. Thanks for the kind words, my dudes. I don't even have to read to forget how to English. True. Chapter 1. Memories. Yasuo awoke to the sound of falling rain, blinking blearily and wincing against the harsh sound. It took him several moments to remember where he was. He had taken shelter from the oncoming storm in an abandoned house that he had found. He had felt the storm coming long before he had seen it, and it was by sheer luck that he found the house where he rested now. Although I don't really think it's luck, he thought grimly to himself, looking around. Looking around at the ruins of the house, he had a very good idea as to why it was so dilapidated. The invasion of Noxus. Undoubtedly, this house had been destroyed by the Noxian war machines. with its inhabitants suffering a similar fate. The house would have been neat once, with smooth wooden floors and walls lined with simple furniture that was so characteristic of Ionians. Yasuo could still see the torches of the peaceful Ionian family, touches of the peaceful Ionian family that had once resided here, from the broken bowls and plates that were littered across the floor, to the burnt carvings that hung like tattered scraps. Looking flash right into the next sedge. To the burnt carvings that hung like tattered scraps of flesh on the wall. How would they feel if he thought darkly to himself, if they knew that their house was being used by a convicted murderer? He ran his hand over a scorch mark seared into the floor. He ran his hand over a scorch mark seared into the wood, a ghastly reminder of the horrific psionic technology employed by the Noxians in their invasion.
Just a little bit closer.
A gust of wind brought a spray of rain through the house, and Yasuo shivered as the cold water splashed across his skin. Drawing his cloak tighter around his shoulders, he shuffled further away from the holes in the wall. The fire he had lit last night has died by now, and he pondered its remains, poking at the ashes with a finger. He felt the claws of exhaustion dig into his head as he drew meaningless circles in the ash. The monotonous thudding of the rain was deafening his ears, and he had felt himself slip away into some bizarre, waking dream. Slowly, the sound of the rain melded into another sound he knew all too well. Slowly, the sound of rain melded into another sound he knew all too well, the clashing of swords. Dimly, with his head swimming, he thought he heard the shouts of men long dead. "Yasuo, what are you doing?" shouted Elder Roku, standing in a vain attempt to stop him from leaving. Yasuo grabbed his sword, tying it to his waist. He was not about to stand here, twiddling his thumbs, and wait for the Noxians to come to him, not when his comrades were being slaughtered outside his temple. "Yasuo, I ordered you to remain," shouted Elder Roku in a commanding voice. Yasuo pretended not to hear him. He knew the Elder was not completely inept at defending himself, and Yasuo knew that his blade could be the one to turn the tides of the fight. Alright, we'll continue this later. Great team, good job. Nice work. Very good. ADC is fucking terrible. Smile. I just go top. Good luck.
I will not falter!
Shut down.
Bring their ranks! This will be fun!
As green as the envy of my sisters.
Alice Aries. Welcome back for 2 months, my friend. Thank you so much for support. Much appreciated, my dude. You have the perfect voice for reading, though. You should totally see if Audible will pay you for ebooks. I don't know why you wasted that. I don't know. That's just like a small bit of like. I really want to do like voice acting and voiceovering as like a career in the future. If this fails, I guess. Streaming doesn't work out. But hey, I mean, even like practicing through streaming would be a great way to build my resume up in a way, I guess. Someone in my YouTube section was like, "Pink Ward, can you edit out all the backs in your deaths?" But now I won't have to. We can just read a book during them. Give you content. That's funny. Easy content, dude. Well, my issue is not having any sort of resume. You know what I mean?
An enemy has been slain.
Oh, partner.
I was suggested today to do something called
Now you see. Now you don't.
what is it called?
An ally has been slain.
Okay, basically the concept is like doing something without someone asking and then giving it to them to show them how good it could be or something. You know what I mean? It's like something list So, oh, fuck. I can't remember what. Kind of like a demo reel, but
Has destroyed a turret.
nice. He one shot. But then again, he's a better champion NXT. I wasn't typing. Oh, permissionless collaboration
Has been destroyed.
is what he called it.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Just a little bit closer.
It sounds kind of creepy. So let's say someone is doing like YouTube videos where they use Microsoft Sam for the voiceover, right? I would go into that video, or I would take that video and then send him like a demo reel of like me talking over it instead. And I would see if he would want to do a collaboration. You're basically just like showing them how it could be. How you could do it better, you know what I mean? Got stuck on something, nice. Almost I got him. No, you can't do ebook readings because copyright. You're basically like you're basically stealing. Like books and stuff are like art. They're considered like art. They're like artistic. And like being art, like if someone is selling something, you're basically pirating it by reading it and putting it up online for others to listen to.
Just a little bit closer.
Yeah, I can do like fucking Moby Dick and shit like that. I think Moby Dick is 100 years old. Pretty old. I think it's 100 years in the US. That was such a bad ulti too. Absolutely terrible. But then again, they didn't fucking catch the... What's his face? Ah, man.
This will be fun. The joke's on you.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed. An enemy has been slain. Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
Joke's on you.
You have slain an enemy. Dominating. An enemy is godlike. Enemy double kill. Your turret has been destroyed.
Just a little bit closer.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed. A summoner has disconnected. Defeat.